Stephen Baldwin is officially back and calling out the witches of Hollywood. We got to talk about that and a lot more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian. If you are new to my channel, I cover all things pop culture. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack, grab a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Best friend, we gotta talk because Stephen Baldwin, he went, I mean, he was still posting, but girl, I really needed him to continue with the conspiracy theories because girl, there was just a lot of things going on that I was just like, girl, what is happening? Tell us more if you know more. Now, there's been a lot of, conspiracies and theories. You guys know we've been covering it about Justin Bieber allegedly being one of Diddy's victims. And you guys know how we've been covering it. I have been very, very vocal about, we cannot rush somebody to speak their truth if they are an alleged victim, because this is a traumatic and dark experience for them, and you can't just rush that and force people to speak on it. But Stephen Baldwin was giving us a lot of, or at least we think he was giving us a lot of information without, really putting it out there. So we had to decode it, right? So Stephen Baldwin became a really huge topic of conversation on social media because people are like, wait a minute, is he trying to tell us something? What is actually going on here? Like, what is 2 + 2 = 4? What is the math here, girl? It was like I was in the Da Vinci Code, bitch. I was trying to decode shit. But anyways, girl, he posted a video finally that, he hasn't posted in a while with his conspiracy voice and his conspiracy things. And now he's calling out the alleged Hollywood witches. Check this out, best friend.
This is a message for all of the Hollywood witches. Surrender and throw down your weapons. It has been too long that you have suffered under the deception of Hollywood. So to all of the Hollywood witches, it is time for you to be set free by the power of the Almighty. Blessings.
So, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys here, okay? There's been a lot of talk about Hollywood. There's been so many conspiracies, and one of the biggest conspiracies is that there are very, very weird and dark rituals, and that, it is believed that there is, black magic in Hollywood, and that a lot of people, develop, these type of alleged powers, and that's how they really get everything that they want. Now, listen, it really depends on you, what you believe in. You guys know, I believe in God. I believe that, first God, second God, third God, that's my faith in God. But do I believe that there is darkness out there? Absolutely. Do I believe that there are people out there who will do whatever it takes to be rich and famous and powerful? Yeah, I absolutely believe that. And I do believe that a lot of people practice some very dark things. And I think he's calling out the darkness, maybe not the light workers, but darkness. And I think that it's important that somebody says something. I mean, his family and him has been in Hollywood forever. They know, the Baldwin family, they know, girl, they know things, But one thing I could actually kind of like think that the reason he stopped doing his videos that he was doing so much about conspiracies and calling out, things and alluding to calling out Diddy was because of Hailey and Justin. Anything that Stephen Baldwin does or says is going to directly affect Justin and Hailey. And I mean, if you really think about it, girl, listen, here's the thing, right? Let's put everything in a plate. First of all, they just had a child, right? They're dealing with that. They're new parents. Second of all, there's so many conspiracies and theories that Justin is an alleged victim of Diddy. That right there is also very difficult, because if he is, like I said, if he is a victim of Diddy or an alleged victim of Diddy, how do you think that that has affected his life? Do you know what I mean? Do you think that something like that does not come with a whole lot of darkness, a whole lot of inner storms, a whole lot of traumas? I mean, if Justin did go through that, or anything that is being alluded and you know, said online with all these theories and conspiracies, that's something that we have to like show him a lot of grace, because surviving the things that is being said about him that he allegedly has survived is for some unsurvivable. So that's why I've been like, you know, I feel like we just have to give Justin grace. But anyways, if Stephen Baldwin says anything, it's going to spark more of that. It's going to spark more allegations, more theories and stuff. So if Justin is not ready to speak out on all these alleged things that happened to him, and I say this because obviously he has not confirmed any of these things, you know, Stephen Baldwin adding to it, of course, is just going to add on, you know, huge things. And I mean, let's never forget when he asked everyone to pray for Justin and Hailey, that caused a huge media storm, because in the middle of that time, in the middle of that era, you know, hello, there was every single day you would wake up and it was like divorce rumors that allegedly he moved out, that Justin bought this, that Hailey's here, and that they're no longer together, and this and that. And Stephen Baldwin asking for prayers and telling that, you know, random priest to please, you know, ask for prayers. Obviously, that's just going to bring a lot of more drama to them. So what I think that happened was that the reason he stopped doing these conspiracies that were taking into, I mean, people were coming up with their own conclusions about the conspiracies, but I think that he stopped because that's just adding a lot more pressure and more drama and more speculation surrounding Justin and Hailey.
You have heard the expression, the calm before the storm. There is always a calm before the storm, but then so is there another calm after the storm. There's a calm and then a storm and then another calm. And in that latter calm is the preparation for the next storm.
Something happened with Diddy, he has to speak on it in his own time. And if nothing happened with him and Diddy, I still think it's really horrible to hear that people are believing that you are a victim of SA. You know, that can also cause a lot of harm, because there are victims of SA worldwide every single day. And I think that it's important for people to understand that when you just put out these memes and these jokes and talk so much shit about Justin, I think it's important to understand that this has happened to so many people. And I'm sure you probably know someone, I know someone who's been SA'd, and this is no joke. So I don't know. I think Stephen Baldwin had to, like, you know, be quiet for some time because of all of the commotion that he was, you know, probably causing the Biebers. But I also think that, you know, someone needs to blow the truth out of the water. And I think that that should be Stephen Baldwin. I really do. I think that's, you know, if it has nothing to do with Justin and Hailey, and he knows other things that could possibly help these other alleged victims. And I do think people should talk. And that's why, honestly, it pisses me off so much that celebrities have been so quiet and they have been so silent about everything. Because I'm like, girl, if you know something that could potentially help, and you know something that could potentially save people and take horrible people out and put them to jail, how come you're not talking? And the reason they're not talking, best friend, and we've talked about this, is because they don't want anything to fuck up their life. They don't want anything to fuck up their career, their businesses, their money. So they rather just shut up, because allegedly Diddy has a lot of shit on everyone, and that's why they're not saying nothing. But I think Stephen Baldwin is like, girl, listen, I have nothing to lose. I feel like if it wasn't for Justin and Hailey together, I feel like Stephen Baldwin would have said so many things by now. But I think he's just like respecting the fact that, you know, maybe they just had a baby. He doesn't want to add any other stress. But like, I'm sure that the things that he knows and the things that everyone else in Hollywood knows, like, hello, you cannot tell me, best friend, that all these hundreds and thousands of people that attended Diddy parties never saw anything crazy, that they never saw anything shady, that they never saw anything that could potentially cause a harm to somebody. Come on, don't give me that bullshit. And you know, about the like Hollywood witches and stuff, like, and the dark magic and stuff, yeah, I definitely believe that's true. I've heard some really crazy rituals that go on here. I've heard some crazy things. You know, the saying overnight success, there's rituals behind overnight success stories, you know, and there is some scary shit that happens. I've been wanting to do like a deep dive on this, but if I'm gonna be very honest, after what happened to me and that person following me, I got super scared. I don't know if you guys remember, I told you, but like I was walking my dogs and like it was just such a scary moment that I needed to kind of like step away and stop talking about these things, because I felt like I was definitely being followed by 3 different people that were, one was literally wearing a cloak, like a black, you know, Harry Potter type cloak, and another woman that was like smiling at me so crazy, like, and she was wearing all like this dark outfit as well, like it was just, and then the random guy also like with a huge long leather jacket just smoking a cigarette, just like all there watching me, like it was just a little too much. So I stopped talking about it, girl. But you know, Stephen Baldwin, listen, you have nothing to lose. It's not like you're working right now. Just spill the whole fucking tea. And you know, if Justin is not a victim of Diddy, which I'm praying that he isn't, but if he's not a victim, then just fucking speak what you know, girl, and help the others out there that you could potentially help. So anyways, love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.